We've been covering a controversial bill as it makes its way through the state legislature. We're talking about a measure that would affect transparency in law enforcement.
If a police officer is involved in a shooting, Senate Bill 1445 would keep his or her name secret from the public for up to 2 months.
And if Governor Ducey is to sign the bill into law, today is the deadline. Reporter Mackenzie Scott has more on what the governor may do with this bill on his desk.
The governor has 3 choices before him tonight: sign the bill into law, veto the bill, or do nothing at all. Meanwhile, opponents on the other end are making sure that their voices are heard until the very end. With the deadline looming, those against SB 1445 made an attempt this afternoon to talk to Governor Ducey.
Well, we didn't get to speak to the governor, actually, but we did speak to his main chief of staff and also his assistant chief of staff, Mr. Seiden.
NAACP Representative Donald Harris and 7 others were at the Capitol urging Governor Ducey to veto the so-called police secrecy bill.
What this legislation does instead is it creates it introduces this air of secrecy, which will only then serve to enrage the people.
We agree with the bill.
The measure allows law enforcement agencies to withhold the name of a police officer involved in a deadly force incident for up to 60 days. In the mind of Joe Clore, president of the Phoenix Law Enforcement Association, this bill will give officers extra protection.
Not our intention whatsoever to be withholding pertinent information from the community, because I believe they have a right to know. But yet again, we have to balance that with the safety of the officer and their family.
The opponents were optimistic after their meeting at the governor's office, but took nothing for granted in what the organization believes has been a difficult legislative session.
We have a lousy piece of legislation to go with some of the other lousy pieces of legislation.
The governor has until midnight to make his decision, and if he chooses to do nothing at all, the measure automatically becomes law. Live in the media center, Mackenzie Scott, Cronkite News.